Golf definitely isn't a game of being perfect, but practice is an essential part of becoming a better golfer. You don't always have to practice on the driving range. I'm gonna do something really unique on this golf hole today. Every shot that I hit, regardless if it's in the fairway or not, I'm moving my ball to the rough, and I'll continue that practice all the way up until I get to the green, and then I'll putt out. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so we're here at Heritage Pointe today. We actually call this the Loop. It's a 3-hole practice golf course, started on a par 5. A great way to get better at golf, lots of different games. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing today. I think I hit that one exactly where I would typically want to. Should be in the middle of the fairway, but I'm gonna move my ball over to the rough and talk about some of the different ways you can improve your game by hitting it out of the rough, using different shots, different clubs. Okay, so this is my ball landed. Hit a great shot if I was playing this hole like typically I would play the golf hole. Got about 228 yards left. Left rough right over here is where I'm gonna drop my ball. I'm gonna try to drop it like I would if I was taking a free drop, so we don't, get a preferred lie in the rough or anything else. And then we'll assess the shot and see what kind of shot I would typically hit out of that ball lie in the rough. I'm gonna drop it right here. Okay, I'm gonna hit hybrid, 228 yards. Don't have to hit this super hard. I've got a good lie. As we know in the rough as golfers, sometimes you can get a good lie in the rough, sometimes not. But pretty happy with this, so should be a fairly easy shot to execute to at least get it up somewhere near the green. Okay, not super great. Hit a bit of a hook there, so it's definitely gonna be in the rough, about pin high. Let's go up there and see if I can get something up close by the pin on this next shot. What I really like about this second shot on this par 5, you hit a good one, you have a chance to get to the green. I would have got there, but ended up a little bit left. Talking about the rough today, maybe I won't get as great of a lie on this third shot. But just pulling up to the ball now, let's see what this lie looks like. Okay, so as you can see, my ball's actually on the cart path there, which isn't ideal at all, but I'm gonna take relief just on the right side of the cart path. Really tough up and down here. I'm gonna be happy to get away with a par on this hole just because I've short-sided myself. Hooked the ball a bit. Let's see if I can get a decent lie in the rough, or maybe it's gonna sit down a little bit more on this one, but definitely gonna be hitting my 58 degree to try to get it up near the pin somewhere. Okay, so, the lucky part of being where I'm at right now is this hasn't had as much irrigation late in the year. You can see that it's a little bit more dry in this space. This lie and where I dropped it, not the greatest lie. I should be able to get a club behind it, open the club face up, but still a very difficult golf shot. If this is in the fairway, definitely be easier. But the pin here to my right, I'm gonna walk up there and show you what I've got to work with here. There's just not a lot of space. So, obviously getting this ball in the rough, I'm not gonna be able to spin it as much, and I have absolutely no green to work with. I probably have 6 or 8 feet. Really just got to get it onto the green somewhere, make a 2-putt, and try to get away with the par. Okay, many of us as golfers have seen what Phil does when he works on his short game, especially around the green. One of the key things that I always remember that Phil said is never have the ball when you're chipping around the green in the middle of your stance. It needs to either be the front of your stance or the back of your stance, depending on if you're playing a high shot or a low shot. Here, this is definitely going to call for the ball being at the front part of my stance or the left part of my stance, and the club face fairly open. Like, I'm going to take a pretty good swing at this, try to get the ball up in the air as much as possible. You can't see where that result was on that shot, but I'm actually super happy the way I hit that. A little bit left of the pin. We'll walk up here and see what kind of shot I left myself. Yeah, that's as good as I can do on that. I probably have about 8 feet for birdie. Not gonna do that more than 1 out of 10 times. There's no chance, just with how tight this pin was to where I was hitting it. Just got my putter. I'm gonna try to roll this putt in. One thing I wanted to show, and hopefully you're gonna be able to see this on camera, you've seen some of these new wedges come out that are kind of these high toe wedges. A lot of times when you're hitting an open face club, with the lofted club in particular, you will hit it off closer to the toe of the club face. A lot of people that haven't played as much golf think they're not hitting it in the middle of the club face when they're trying to hit that shot. But this is typical because of your ball position and keeping this club face so open at impact is where the ball is going to typically hit more towards the toe. All right, well, definitely not a putting video or trying to even score super great, trying to show you what it looks like when you're hitting balls out of the rough. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, a lot of fun, and a great way to practice. Don't always want the most preferential lies if you want to improve your game. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Of course, hit that notification bell, that like button. We'll see you next time.